Shalom, shalom. Today will be Isaiah 31 through 35. Woe to those who go down to Mitzrayim for help and rely on horses, who trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but who do not look to the set-apart one of Israel, nor seek YHWH. And he also is wise, and has brought evil, and has not turned aside his words, and he shall rise up against the house of evildoers, and against the help of workers of wickedness. And the Mitzrites are men, and not El, and the horses are flesh, and not spirit. And when YHWH stretches out his hand, both he who helps shall stumble, and he who is helped shall fall, and they shall all fall together. For this is what YHWH has said to me: as a lion roars, and a young lion over his prey, though a band of shepherds is called out against him, he is not afraid of their voices, nor disturbed by their noise. So YHWH of hosts shall come down to fight upon Mount Sion and upon its hills. Live like hovering birds, so does YHWH of hosts protect Jerusalem, protecting and delivering, passing over and rescuing. Turn back to him from whom the children of Israel have deeply fallen away. For in that day let each man reject his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which your own hands have made for yourselves, as a sin. And as Ashur shall fall by a sword not of man, and a sword not of mankind shall devour him. But he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall become slave labor, and his strength pass away because of fear, and his commander shall be afraid of the banner, declares YHWH, whose light in Sion and whose furnace is in Jerusalem. See, a sovereign shall reign in righteousness, and rulers rule in right ruling. And each one shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a place of concealment from the downpour, as rivers of water in a dry place, and the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And the eyes of those who see are not dim, and the ears of those who hear listen, and the heart of the rash understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers hurries to speak plainly. A fool is no longer called noble, nor the scoundrel said to be respectable. For a fool speaks folly, and his heart works wickedness, to practice filthiness, and speak against YHWH, that which misleads, to starve the being of the hungry, and to withhold the drink from the thirsty. And the methods of the scoundrel are evil. He has devised wicked plans to destroy the poor, with words of falsehood. Even with the needy pleads for right ruling. But the generous one devises what is generous, and by generous deeds he rises up. Rise up, young woman who are at ease. Hear my voice. Rise up, your complacent daughters. Listen to my speech. In little more than a year you shall be troubled, you complacent woman, for the grape harvest shall fail, the ingathering shall not come. Tremble, you women who are at ease. Be troubled, you complacent ones. Strip yourselves, make yourselves bare, and gird sackcloth on your waist. Lament upon the breasts of the pleasant fields for the fruit-bearing vine. Weeds and thorn bushes come up over the ground of my people, indeed, over all the house of joy, the city of revelry. For the palace is abandoned, the crowded city deserted. Hill and watchtower serve as caves forever, a joy of wild donkeys, a pasture of flocks. Until the Spirit is poured upon us from on high, and the wickedness shall become garden land, and the garden land be reckoned as a forest, then the right ruling shall dwell in the wilderness, and righteousness remain in the garden land. The work of righteousness shall be peace, and the service of righteousness be rest and safety forever. And my people shall dwell in a home of peace, and in safe dwelling places, and in undisturbed resting places. Even when Hail shall fall, filling the forest, and the city be brought low in humiliation. Blessed are you who sow beside all waters, who send out the foot of the ox and the donkey. Woe to the ravenger, while you have not been ravaged, and you treacherous, while you have not betrayed. Goodness, words. Woe to you, ravenger, while you have not been ravaged, and you treacherous, while they have not betrayed you. When you have ceased ravaging, you shall be ravaged, and when you stop betraying, they shall betray you. O Yahweh, show us favor, for we have waited for you. Be their arm every morning, our deliverance also in time of distress. At the nose of the rumbling, the people shall flee. When you lift yourself up, the nations shall be scattered, and your plunder shall be gathered like the gathering of the caterpillar. As locusts rush about, they rush upon them. Yahweh is exalted, for he dwells on high. He has filled Sion with right ruling and righteousness. And he shall be the trustworthiness of your times, a wealth of deliverance, wisdom and knowledge. The fear of Yahweh, the fear of Yahweh, that is his treasure. See, their brave ones shall cry outside. The messengers of peace weep bitterly. The highway shall be deserted. The wayfaring man shall have ceased. He has broken the covenant. He has despised the cities. He respected no man. The earth shall mourn and languish. Lebanon shall be ashamed. Sharon shall be withered like a desert, and Bashan and Carmel be shaking. Now I rise up, declares Yahweh. Now I am exalted. Now I am lifted up. You conceive chaff. You bring forth stubble. Your spirit devours you like fire. And people shall be cut like the burnings of lime. Like thorns cut up, they are burned into the fire. You who are afar off, hear what I shall do. And you who are near, know my might. Sinners in Sion shall be afraid. Trembling shall grip the defiled ones. Who of us shall sojourn with the devouring fire? Who of us shall sojourn with everlasting burnings? He who walks righteously and speaks what is straight, he who rejects the gain of oppressions, who keeps his hands from accepting bribes, who stops his ears from hearing of bloodshed, and shuts his eyes from seeing evil. He shall inhabit the heights. Strongholds of rocks be his refuge. His bread shall be given him, his water be steadfast. Your eyes shall see the sovereign in his comeliness, see a land that is far off. Your heart ponders fear. Where is the scribe? Where is he who weighs? Where is he who counts the towers? No longer shall you see a fierce people, a people of too deep a lip to hear, of a jabbering tongue no one understands. See, Sion, the city of our appointed time. Your eyes shall see Jerusalem, an undisturbed home, a tent not taken down. Its stakes are never removed, nor any of its cords broken. But there, great is Yahweh for us, a place of broad rivers, streams in which no boat with oars sails, nor big ships pass by. For Yahweh is our judge. Yahweh is our inscriber. Yahweh is our sovereign. He saves us. Your ropes shall be slack. They do not strengthen their mast. They shall not spread the sail. Then the prey of great plunder shall be divided. The lame shall take the prey. Neither shall the inhabitants say, I am sick. The people who dwell in it is forgiven their crookedness. Come near, you nations, to hear, and listen, you people. Let the earth hear, and all that is in it, the world and all its offspring. For the displeasure of Yahuwah is against all the nations, and his wrath against all their divisions. He shall put them under the ban, he shall give them over to the slaughterer, and their slain be thrown out, and their stench rise from their corpses, and mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of the heavens shall rot away, and the heavens shall be rolled up like a scroll, and all their hosts fade like a leaf fading on the vine, and like the fading one of a fig tree. For my sword shall be drenched in the heavens. Look, it comes down on Edom and on the people of my curse, for judgment. The sword of Yahuwah shall be filled with blood. It shall be made overflowing with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahuwah has a slaughtering in Botzrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Edom. And wild oxen shall come down with them, and young bulls with bulls, and their land shall be drenched with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is in the day of vengeance of Yahuwah, the year of recompense for the cause of Sion. And its stream shall be turned into tar, and its dust into sulfur, and its land shall become burning tar, that is not quenched night or day, its smoke going up forever. From generation to generation it lies waste. No one passes through it forever and ever, so that the pelican and the porcupine possess it, and the owl and the raven dwell in it, and he shall stretch out over it in line of formlessness and stones of emptiness. Its caves with no one in them is called a rain, but all the rulers have vanished. And thorns shall come up in its palaces, nettles and brambles in its strongholds, and it shall be a home for jackals, a courtyard for ostriches. And the wild beast of the desert shall also meet with the jackals, and the shaggy goat call to its companion. The night creature shall also settle there, and shall find for herself a place of rest. The arrow snake shall nest there, and lay eggs, and hatch, and gather them under her shadow. There too the vulture shall gather, each with its mate. Search from the book of Yahuwah, and read. Not one of these shall be missing, not one shall be without a mate. For he has commanded my mouth, and his spirit shall gather them. And he shall cast the lot for them, and his hand shall divide it among them with a measuring line. They possess it forever. From generation to generation they dwell in it. Let the wilderness and the dry place be glad for them, and let the desert rejoice and blossom as the rose. Its blossom much and rejoices, even with joy and singing. The esteem of Lebanon shall be given to it, the excellence of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the esteem of Yahuwah, the excellency of our Elohim. Strengthen the weak hands, and make firm the weak knees. Say to those with anxious hearts, be strong, do not fear. See, your Elohim comes with vengeance, with the recompense of Elohim. He is coming to save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf be opened, and the lame shall leap like a deer, and the tongue of the dumb sing, because water shall burst forth in the wilderness, and streams in the desert. And this parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water, and the home for jackals, where each lay grass with reeds and rushes. And there shall be a highway and a way, and it shall be called the way of set apartness. The unclean does not pass over it, but it is for those who walk the way, and no fool wander on it. No fools wander on it. No lion is there, nor any ravenous beast. Go up on it. It is not found there, but the redeemed shall walk there. And the ransomed of Yahuwah shall return, and enter Sion with singing, with everlasting joy on their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away. This is definitely that. Again, this is definitely future tense. It's all future tense. I feel like it all is. But I can't think. When I started reading it, I was like, oh, I watched a video or something on the TV one time. I think about this prophecy about where there's a place in the Middle East somewhere that is, it's basically tar pits and sulfur gas, and nothing exists there ever. And they were like, "That's this place," and I'm like, "Okay." So that clicked for me. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but the fear of Yahweh, that is His treasure. Why would we be scared of Him? We're not scared of Him, right? It's fear is in the Hebrew sense is much more a deep respect. Fear in the sense of I respect Him so much that I fear breaking the rules, right? Like when you're at home with your parents being raised up, hopefully you had enough respect for your parents that you were like, I fear them. I know if I don't do what I'm supposed to, I'm going to be in trouble. Anyway, I love you guys. As always, may Yahweh bless you and guard you. Yahweh make His face shine upon you and show favor to you. Yahweh lift up His face upon you and give you peace. Thus they shall put my name on the children of Israel, and I myself shall bless them. Shalom, shalom.